do you get to the point of no return and it's like you can't like you're go through an entire area?
I don't know. You gonna do it, game, or not? Jeez. Is it like stuck on disc 4 logic or something? This game is 24 years old. Copyright 2000. Okay, Shippo,
Ah,
maybe I have to reset it.
probably.
Alright, we'll reset
Ah,
it. Ah!
we're being hit by a super attack. I like how the main villain was doing like an attack. I was like, oh, like a death throttle as he was doing an attack.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I could fly. I can feel each moment as time goes by. We'd never be too far away. You would always be here. I heard you say. I never thought. Thought that it would be our last goodbye. I still can dream that one day love will fall from the sky.
The funny part is, the game doesn't even have the full song of that.
It is a good intro song though.
Yeah, that song's amazing. I like that. But yeah, okay, so the takeaway points are Levitz should have not died. It should have been
Yeah,
Albert.
yes,
They did Shauna dirty.
the whole game.
Miranda should have not been there, like taking over Shauna's part.
Shaw was too important to the story to just cut off for
Yeah.
another random character.
Lloyd should have remained the main villain.
Yes.
Disc 4 was a mess.
Oh, it was a mess.
And I think the love interest thing was hit on way too much. Like, everybody was hitting on Shauna.
Everyone loves Shauna.
That was weird. They're like the big guy just slowly cornering her.
Yeah.
You look cute. Blah, blah, blah. You know, getting closer and closer. Like, oh, what the? I was like, you did not do that, sir. The whole thing where magic becomes less effective than the additions, so you end up just doing additions for everything.
Yes.
That's
Well, the problem is that uh, getting magic requires you to turn into a dragoon, and turning into a dragoon has a possibility of breaking the game.
Yeah, that definitely. Like, cannot do the Dragoon without risking breaking the game, especially on an emulator and to the cutscene afterward. For a black screen bug that is famous to certain people, and I never knew about it, and that's why I never got to continue the game.
I'm thinking. What if the fact that Dart became a dragoon at the end of the game made it have no credits at the end because they considered him turning into a dragoon and broke the game?
It could have very well did that because it's an emulator. Him turning into the Void Dragoon. And me doing the save state would not change that fact because it would be saved
No,
in the
because
save
that's
state.
part of the game. He turns into it himself. You have no control over that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. That's why I was like, let's hurry up and look up on like YouTube for somebody else that did it. Like, is there anything else afterward? It's like, no, there's nothing else after. Okay. But yeah, him turning into a Dragoon is probably what broke it. That forced transition.
You
If
know, it
I
would be.
if
Go
I
ahead, go ahead.
remember correctly, they called it Void Dragoon of something that Dart was going to do. So I think that was the Void Dragoon form. Maybe?
Probably. It would be really funny if there actually were credits, but because of the way the game is, and the fact that when you turn into a dragoon, there's a possibility of breaking the game. Him turning into a dragoon actually was shipped, and there's no credits for the game c- because of that. Like the game is just like they shipped in a broken state. They could never have credits.
Oh, so it just breaks infinitely because of the bug.
Yes, the game itself breaks itself because of this. It wants to have this like super moment at the end where he turns to the special dragoon to do the like deliver the final blow. But because he turns to a dragoon and because of the way the game works, it actually breaks the game so there's no credits and it just goes to a black screen right after the cutscene.
I can see that happening. Did we ever fully kill Mappa, or did Mappa run off? I forget.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I know the one guy died, but I don't think Mappa died. I think he just ran away.
I can't remember. I thought he ran away, and we just never saw him again.
I thought we were going to see him at some point,
Yep.
but no, he just never appears.
And we didn't even get to see Levit's mother. She just disappeared.
Yeah, she became happy.
Strange. But man, they did Shauna so dirty at Disc 4.
He's only in cutscenes in Disc 4.
Yep. Yeah, that's why they like brought her back for like her voice acting in one scene, and she was just like, "Why'd you bring me back? You guys got rid of me." Okay, I'll do it. Ah. And then she probably flipped him off and then went out the door. That's probably what the voice actor did. Because they were like, "Your character's gone. You're replaced by Miranda." Like, what? Who?
You want to hear something funny?
What is that?
The bomb stars had 1,600 health each.
Dang. Why so much?
They're for a single attack. They do one attack, and that's it. It's so stupid.
That is kind of dumb. Man, I feel like it's a good game, but man, that like fell apart so hard.
It did.
Like really, really hard. You could see the potential throughout it.
There was a lot of potential.
Yeah, and that's just. And they say this is the greatest, one of the greatest games of PlayStation. And it's like, well, up to a certain point, and it just falls apart so hard. But that's such a weird thing, because it's like the spirit of the Winglies leader went and hooked up to with Hashel's daughter Claire and had a baby, which was Dart.
Yeah,
Unless it's like something different that happened.
I think I think what happened was he was possessed by the ghost, but the ghost wasn't able to do anything until he tried to fight Rose.
But that goes back to my original point of like the original point of thinking of why didn't he just reach out to Rose then? That was supposed to be his original love.
I don't know.
Because they showed in that ending cutscene that it was just like she was meant for him and he was meant for her.
Yeah,
So who brought Dart into the world? Zeke or that guy, the Wingley guy?
I,
Because both options don't seem right. Which brings up the point of Heschel's daughter Claire was really done dirty too.
oh yeah.
And the weird thing that gets me is if Zeke ran back to the town because Rose was attacking, how come Rose never saw him but she killed Claire?
I I think he did fight her and die.
But there was no mention of it. It was like the first time that she saw him. I mean, she was bent on killing everybody. Like, she would know if somebody survived. That's what gets me. He ran back first, somehow dropped the stone, and then only Claire got killed. Did he kill Claire?
Ah,
I mean, there's a lot of plot holes in this, like, if you really think about it.
oh, there are a lot. I mean, Zieg at the end of the game was strong enough to with Rose to destroy the super boss, Ghost Guy, but he couldn't defeat Rose when she became the Black Demon. I mean, her like him and Claire, because Claire is an expert martial artist. They should have been able to fight Rose.
Yeah. Yeah, because Claire in that whole Haschel thing was showing that she was one of the best martial arts ever. Like, if she pulled off that move on Rose, Rose wouldn't have survived that. So
I'm
weird.
getting I'm getting conflicting stuff about what happens to Mappy, honestly. Because like I looked on the official wiki thing, and it says that he tried to crush the group, but it doesn't say he actually died. It doesn't say anything. But I saw another thing. It's like, oh, yeah, he died, and it's like it doesn't say anything about how if he died or lived. Mappy's basically the Schrodinger's cat. He's both alive and dead at the end.
Okay.
Like he didn't die on screen, unless he, but he wasn't as beat up as the other guy. I don't know. I think the game considers he died there. Didn't seem like he did, but I guess the game says he did.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't seem like he died. It seemed like he ran away.
Yeah, it seemed like he survived.